Welcome back to Blackwater. This is episode 2, where we'll be growing to a medium-sized city. We pick it up where we left off, and we are able to install some nice new road types. We'll start by upgrading the roads with the three-sided roads. As you can see, that offers a lot of beautification, and especially the roads around the commercial areas benefit from it. After that's been done, we're going to upgrade our industry to level 2. In order to upgrade it, I think we now have enough educated workers. We need a fire station, a police station, actually 2 fire stations, but one is already on the other side. And we need a bus line. And there you see the first industry buildings leveling up. And that effectively is going to double our amount of jobs. It also is going to increase traffic. So there'll be a challenge for that one soon. Part of this new tutorial, of course, is also expanding the city, although that will be not so much topic of this episode. We'll be doing more the other stuff like building a specialized industry, building an efficient highway on and off ramp, and so on. I also like to upgrade the roads around my industrial area, and I've seen people doing this also, and then they use the beautification roads, where they do not understand the mechanics of these games. I use the grassy side roads near pollution. That also prevents cars from parking in the streets, which already gives it a much nicer look. I'll give you an example of what happens when you build these 3 roads, and that's actually that all the trees die. And what's the beauty of that? In that case, because there is no beautification effect anyway, I like to use the grass-sided roads. Grass is unaffected by pollution, apparently. In order to get some more jobs in the city, we'll be building a specialized industry, and that'll be our woods industry. This also will generate a lot more traffic, but as you can see, that's going to be connected to the industrial area and be leaving by the industrial area entrance. One of the funny things of the specialized industry, farms and woods, is that they do not generate any pollution, because it's working with natural resources, I guess. In order to give a nice rural feeling to this part of the industrial area, I like to use the dirt roads. That lowers the speed of the trucks a little bit, but as you can see, they need to drive only a small part on the dirt tracks, and then they'll be exiting over concrete roads. This industry area actually only needs a fire protection, because probably nobody's going to steal trees, and it cannot upgrade like any other of the specialized industries. So just installing it is enough. It's actually kind of reservoir you have for jobs. As long as the wood industry is looking for people, then your unemployment rate is perfect. If the wood industry is fully operational, then I would suggest to expand some of on job availability, because if even this industry is filled up with jobs, then even the higher educated people are working in the lumber yard. So that's not ideal. As you see, that the fire protection is not completely, place another fire station, which will help to level up the last parts of the industrial area. Now, I just keep on expanding on the same theme that I'm using with my 11 tile units, and yeah, for a small town it looks actually quite nice. Notice now how I make an opening, so both industrial traffic but also the garbage trucks can get into the city without crossing any traffic lights. This helps to minimize congestion very much. How do you say, the easy access towards the city without having to cross traffic lights of the, how do you say, the avenue which goes around it. That really makes a big deal. I noticed we had some money, so I'm replacing the coal power plant with 2 of my advanced wind turbines. So we are on sustainable energy as we speak. Now we'll be going to start to build the highway access soon, so we need to purchase that tile. First I was pondering about, how do you say, dragging on this highway, but actually I thought that, yeah, it's actually in the way, so I'm going to build new on and off ramps, so I can demolish this one, because the one with the highway on and off ramp, the one what is it? The 1-lane roads, I actually don't like at all. Here you'll now see a short video of how I make my my roundabouts highway on and off exit. This is a trick I learned from a video from someone else. In order to make perfect roundabouts, just use these dirt roads as like help lines, so you can make the perfect circle over which the highway just flies over. Coming down on the other side and going back also. Hey, here I see that I did not build this this map, because there you see that it's a little bit crooked, but hey, as I said, I like to bend it and twist it. So we'll bend it a little bit. Why not? Let's say that the engineer was drunk there. Now it's bending back, that I don't like. So, oh, I'm a little bit too trigger happy with demolishing. There we go. Now, by leaving the dirt tracks installed, I can, how do you say, form now this roundabout without interfering in its structure. Sometimes you'll notice that when you make a roundabout and make exit and entrances, that the shape of the circle changes. This does not happen in this scenario. So now we have 2 exits actually from the highway, but in order to prevent traffic going straight from the one side over the roundabout to the other side, we'll now curve a little bit down, so it's going to be a detour to do so, and later on we'll connect the 2 roads just past the highway on and off ramp, so traffic will be dispersed. You'll see that probably happening in episode 4 or something, but already taking that into account now just solves problems later. You can also, how do you say, just keep on building and then have to use the bulldozer a lot. Yeah, I like to use the bulldozer as minimal as possible for destroying house blocks and so. As you can see, I'm only human as well. We go from a highway roundabout to another highway roundabout, because the incoming road has a 3-lane capacity. The roundabout now also has a 3-lane capacity, but the 2 exiting roads will be 4-lane avenues, which also helps to disperse traffic again. And the fact that it then travels a little bit slower might be a cause of, maybe a problem for some people, but it isn't for me. Here I'll make another loop because I just demolished the bus loop for the bus again, so it does not have to cross the avenue, and it will not generate any extra traffic light. And really doing this for your utilities is solving one part of the traffic puzzle. As you can see, the line now nicely goes over it. Now we have the roundabout there, but now we'll need to connect it to both the industrial area and the residential area. So I have to demolish a little bit back again to make use for the extra roundabout. This roundabout is going to be a 2-lane roundabout, 2-lane one-way. That really fits in perfect, combining all the lanes of the 4-lane road. Now I have to make an access to this roundabout, but don't make the bends and curves too steep. Well, there we go. Now we'll connect this to that one. And we connect the industrial area to the other side. And the fourth side will be the highway, or the lane going over the highway again. So as you can see, traffic actually is really forced to use that road lane. Now I have to take out all the dirt tracks, and there we go. We have one happy city again, with now an entrance and an exit which will not congest for a really long time, and before it does, we'll probably have built a second, dispersing traffic again a little bit further. So with that one installed, we can think about our city again and inviting some more people in, because else we'll be stuck in this level forever. Although there was quite some work to be done. And the work on the entrance and exit ramp actually is essential. We can fill this up with some more commercial area. Think about the water supply. And this part of our fast-growing city is all but complete. We'll probably make some beautifications extra later on. But as we now speak, we can expand the rest of our city to the west. Before doing so, I noticed that there's a nice stretch of land available here, and it will not be long before there is a train station available, so I already reserved some land for that one. And on the train station, my subway will be connected. Again, it will probably be needing bus lines, or probably it will need bus lines. And again, now I make room for a nice bus line and some high-density commercial as soon as that's going to be available. As I told in the first episode, that I'm going to move the water utilities further to the edge of the map. Well, by needing a second one, I actually can do so. And also connect now some electricity, and do the same thing for the drain pipe. I'd like to put that one outside of the perimeter where city actually almost ends. I give this one an own electricity utility because when there's a power out, I do not like it when, how to say, the building that is farthest away from the electricity production is going to be, how do you say, hit by the electricity blackout first. So by just putting a small wind turbine there, it at least has enough energy to put out the waste. Well, we're starting about building full this part of the map. That will be still with some low residential, but also later it will be some high residential area. So there we go, the new waterfront square. Also, that means that the other one is now the old. I actually like to have my city upgrade housing level and as such grow into a big city, but yeah, in the end I shouldn't be so such a tight ass and just build some more residential areas. But yeah, that's why this video is going to take 2 more minutes extra, where it could have been done in one probably. But so, schooling, taking care of the dead. As you can see, it's actually occupying very little bit space now, although it starts to look and grow to a nice town. This is a spot for the hospital later. I like to have a hospital in my city instead of just only medical clinics. Thinking about beautification, why not build an extra park? Again, these small parks don't cost much. They are low in maintenance, but they still give a high output of beautification. Grow, grow, grow. Let's check on services. Probably don't need police quarters, but we could do with the hospital as such. Beware with these utilities, they're quite high in upkeep, but they'll do cover a lot of space, which make them really attractive. Why they're really attractive. As you can see, traffic is still flowing nicely in and out. It looks a bit, how do you say, overdone, but really it isn't. Boom, boom, boom. Well, that'll be almost it for this episode. We'll be drawing for a close, but do not forget to watch the next one, because the next video is about now we have reached a big town. Now what? And I think the answer might surprise you even a little bit. So I was surveying the map, I saw noticed that there's some space here now for some commercial areas, so why not do so? Just emptiness doesn't sell anything. what one of my bosses told me. And there we are, almost at Big Town. That gives me some time to say goodbye for this episode. And again, I hope you'll be staying tuned for the next one, which is going to be a massive episode. For now, I say goodbye from Blackwater. I hope you enjoyed this one, and see you soon. I'll be having to start filming the next episode. Bye bye.